In this video, we're going to talk about the new Giant, Darren Waller, the tight end that they received in a trade from the Las Vegas Raiders, and how he is the most dangerous addition to any team this offseason, and this video starts right now. Now, before we get into this video, I need you to subscribe to the Football Hut and like the video, and let me know what you think about it in the comments section. So, as you know, the Giants have been very active this offseason trying to improve on a 9-7-1 season that they had in 2022. They want to go further. So some of the improvements they made was they re-signed quarterback Daniel Jones. They signed to a franchise tag Saquan Barkley. He is unsigned as of right now. He did not accept the franchise tag yet. Hopefully he does and they get that squared away. They also had a very good draft where people said that they had an excellent draft. In the first 3 rounds, they filled a lot of needs. They filled the need at cornerbacks. They needed help down the field. They drafted John Michael Schmitz. And, of course, I would mention, to go back, they drafted Deonte Banks as the cornerback for their number 1 pick. They drafted John Michael Schmitz, who they signed on Monday to a rookie contract. He's an offensive lineman who is considered to be very strong with the running game. And that's a big reason why they drafted him, and he's considered a starter right off the bat. And, of course, they drafted up for the 3rd round and drafted a wide receiver from Tennessee, Jalen Hyde, who has high marks and has had an excellent college year for the Volunteers. But they also made a trade this offseason for Darren Waller, a tight end from the Las Vegas Raiders. Now I'm going to read you from GamesWire, and they talk about how he's considered the most dangerous addition. And an X factor as well. The New York Giants were quite active this offseason, addressing various levels of personnel and adding key players such as wide receiver Paris Campbell, linebacker Bobby Ekarecki, and rookie center John Michael Schmitz. As talented as they are, none of those players pose a greater threat to opposing defenses than tight end Darren Waller, who was acquired in a trade with the Las Vegas Raiders. Now, the Giants are going to hope to try to get some kind of wide receiver work out of him because he's very good, on the edges. Bleacher Report's Christopher Knox has Waller pegged as the Giants' most dangerous addition of 2023. Quote, Waller was traded by the Raiders following 2 seasons impacted by back, knee, and hamstring injuries. However, when healthy, the 30-year-old is among the most dangerous pass catchers at his position in the league. Between 2019 and 2020, Waller caught 197 passes for 2,341 yards and 12 touchdowns. He's a dangerous downfield threat with enough route savvy to also be a dependable security blanket on shorter routes. Waller provided a pass rating above 108.0 when targeted in both 2019 and 2020. By bringing in Waller, the Giants have given quarterback Daniel Jones a legitimate go-to target. They also added another player who can help stretch the field and prevent defenses from keying in too much on star running back Saquan Barkley. Waller is a mismatch nightmare when he's on the field and gives the Giants and quarterback Daniel Jones the number 1 threat they've been missing. He can line up all over the field, and his presence should boost the team's passing game and prevent the wideouts from facing double teams. The entire unit would benefit from his presence, and his production will spread well beyond what you see on the stat sheet or in the box score. Giants haven't had a dynamic tight end like Waller since the days of Jeremy Shockey. That's a long time ago. That is 17 years ago. That's a long time. Now I'm going to read you an old scouting report. This is from 2018, on tight end Darren Waller. Now he was a 6th round pick in 2015 from Georgia Tech that the Baltimore Ravens had selected, and he eventually went on to play for the Raiders, and I guess he got traded. So let me read you some stuff. His flash scouting report. Former collegiate wide receiver and a heavily run-oriented offense. Big, fast, and able as a pass catcher. And this must be from when he's with the Ravens. Long-limbed athlete, runs smooth with what appears to be a build of speed, but does get off to a quick start off the snap. Ran mostly linear stems at Georgia Tech. Route tree was quite limited to deep patterns outside the numbers. Long strider that just glides past DBs. Playing tight end must learn to chop down the stride and sit in open zones rather than run straight through them. As a wide receiver, showed he can and will come back to his quarterback. Rarely called on to run sharp, cutting patterns to the inside of Tech. In routes, Waller is a nightmare to cover as he uses his length to separate and outreach defensive backs. He's too big and too fast to jam at the line. Runs right through a cornerback's punch. Linebackers might have better luck jamming him if lined up off the tackle's hip. Slotted or off the line, he becomes a nightmare again. Gained a good 20-22 pounds to play tight end. The added weight has not slowed him a bit. Uses his hands out to snatch the football. A great idea given his size and length. Soft hands, ball just melts into his mitts. Oakland is keen on getting Waller into the pass receiving mix. Blocking may be an issue. Waller lost 2017 due to suspension. This is a new beginning under Coach Gruden and GM Mayock. If a full shot, Waller could deliver Jared Cook production circa 2018. So this is an old scouting report. Just so we know as fans, the kind of skill and ability that he has. Obviously, he had injuries last year, which curtailed his production. But if he's healthy, he's very productive and a big threat down the field. Now, you let me know what you think about this video. And, of course, please subscribe to the Football Hut. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.